All right. Hello, everybody. B here. Um. So yeah. Um. It's been a hot minute. Terribly sorry about that. It has been a really weird couple of months. Um. So yeah. Let's just sort of get into it. And by into it, I mean the where have I been and all of that. Um. So the last stream I did was um was playing modded Minecraft. That was. Ooh, let's see. What day was that? Ba-ba-ba-ba. Um, 1 month ago. Yeah, November 10th. Sachi, howdy. Um, so yeah, so that was about a week before a friend's memorial. Um, well, I mean, I say memorials like a celebration of life. Thing. Um, and so the week running up to that, and the week running up to that, I was just not really feeling up to it. You'd like to report an error on my Twitch panels? Oh, do I not have the new display up on that? I'll be getting to that in a moment. Um, but if it's something else, please do let me know. There's no link to my store. Oh, you're right. I'll have to get to that. Um, I think I do have command. Did post your Prime resub? Oh, holy heck! There's all sorts of weird stuff going on. Let's see. What do I have that? Commands. No timers. Ah, here we go. I'll just fire that off and that. There we go. Okay. Um. Yeah. So, anyways, as I was saying, so after the last Minecraft stream, um, had a friend's celebration of life thing, like coming up, and I was just not feeling up to streaming. Hope you all understand. After that was Thanksgiving. Um, then after that, I got news that I had something of a windfall. So right now, unfortunately, you won't see any difference, or at least hopefully you won't see any difference on your end. Um, but I am playing Rimworld on a 65-inch OLED TV, an LG C5, which I won from the Battle Stations subreddit. Um, so here's the thing: a 65-inch TV is big, and it can be very difficult to figure out where to put it. Um, so with my previous setup, my desk was up against a wall. I had my monitors like pretty much right by that, like right by the wall, and the desk is only about 2 feet deep. And if I put the TV like up against the wall, like it would be in my face. I would basically be wearing it as glasses. Like these are not my glasses, not GIF, but with a 65-inch TV. So that was not workable, and there wasn't really any other solution except to rip off the doors of my closet, move all the stuff I was storing in it out of it, take the shelves out of the closet, mount the TV on the wall in the closet, put my desk up against the now open closet alcove, put my monitors sort of off to the left, like my actual monitors, like I still have those hooked up. Um, I've got my drawing tablet now, like still front and center. My mic, incidentally, tell me if my audio is a little loud or echoey or anything like that, because my mic is now uh, directly front and center. Like I'm actually now able to address it at a reasonable distance. Previously, it was sort of dangling up and off to the side, kind of pointed vaguely at me uh, on a boom, but now it's on a desk stand because I actually have plenty of space on my desk now. Um, but yeah, it has been an absolute roller coaster of a couple of months. But long story short, with that, I've had to spend weeks like cleaning crap up out of my room, moving furniture around, recovering from moving furniture around. Um, yeah, and then Christmas came along. Had to take care of. Well, actually, I mean, didn't really have to do anything with that other than just sort of enjoy and chill out, but wanted to. Um, and yeah, now it's kind of been a couple of weeks of just sort of settling in and getting tech stuff kind of settled with the new um, the new setup. So yeah, so that's been a whole thing. Um, yeah. Speaking of the Fourth Wall store, um, the I finally got a sample of the Comfy Bee mug. I finally decided it's more important to me to have the volume than the color. It would have been nice to have the sort of golden yellow, um, the sort of lined color, but this 15-ounce mug is like the perfect thing for cocoa, which is what I've got in front of me right now with a few marshmallows. So apologies if you hear some clinking or maybe a little bit of a slurp, but it's cocoa, it's comfy. So that's kind of where I'm at the moment. Hmm. But yeah, um, I do want to say, I like I said on Blue Sky, I do want to do I do want to set like an actual schedule, and right now what it's looking like it'll be is um, Sundays and Mondays. Still need to decide on at least one more day, and then I might do some guerrilla streams as like a fourth stream day. But I want to do 3 days a week, and I want to commit to that and like actually like have a night on my schedule because it'll just be easier to work in the streams if like I know when they're coming, when y'all know when they're coming, and the person I'm living with knows when they're coming, so that like there's not really a surprise there. Um, and I also kind of wanted to, because this is like New Year's Day, um, still for another hour. um, I also wanted to talk a little bit about what y'all can expect over the next year. Um, which, admittedly, there are there are going to be some slight restrictions on what it is that I can and can't do. So because my primary display now is 4K OLED, like I'm driving more pixels than before, and the stuff that is played in 1080p just does not look as good, and it won't look as good. Well, I mean, I guess it'll look indistinguishable for all of y'all because of the way I have OBS set to scale it. Um, no, sorry, I cannot stream in 4K. I don't have the bandwidth for it. I don't I don't think my video card could handle it either. Um, Also, it would be nice to be able to do HDR streaming, but as far as I can tell, the colors work out as long as I use sRGB. If I try to capture what my display is actually showing me and upload that, that's when it makes all the colors look washed out in OBS. So, terribly sorry. If the colors look washed out as is, please do let me know. I will try to fix it. Worst case, I turn HDR off on the monitor. It's not a big deal. I've been playing this long without HDR. It's fine. So do let me know if anything looks a little weird. So, yeah. I wish this whole upgrade had some kind of benefit for y'all watching on your end too, but I've never won anything in my life, so I'm just kind of happy to have a cool thing for myself. The other thing is because stuff in 4K, like, I kind of want to render it at 4K as much as possible for it to look good. For me, it's going to kind of limit what kind of games I can play. So things like No Man's Sky, for example. I can run it in 4K and keep like 40 to 60 FPS, which is like playable. But I do have to bump a lot of the settings down quite a bit. Rimworld, not a problem at all. And in fact, actually, the extra screen real estate is like really nice to have. Like at this zoom level, this is about the zoom level of, like, this looks about like what I would have had if I was playing it in 1080p. Like, how to put it? Like, the individual squares look to be about the same size as they did on 1080p, but they're much more crisp, and I can see more of them. And the UI is a bit bigger for me, but I have it scaled up so that when the whole screen is scaled down, it should still be visible to you. So yeah, so Rimworld, we're going to be doing a lot of this. Even after this colony is done, we're probably going to keep going and do even more Rimworld. What else do we have going on? Minecraft. I did mention Minecraft is another thing. I mean, that is a thing that I played last on stream. Why are we not doing that today? Complicated, and yet kind of simple. Long story short, fuck Apple. But I was running it on a bit of a hand-me-down MacBook. The game server, that is. I was running it on a hand-me-down MacBook. One, its touch bar, it was a bit of a strobe light. Like, it just did this really annoying flickering thing. I could not fix it. Every time I thought I did, it didn't. So that was annoying. It was basically only usable for a very little bit of time at a stretch, and then I would have to like close it and use a paid application to keep it from like going into sleep mode when you close. Amphetamine, I think it was called. Anyways, two, it had a system update that after it was applied, the Minecraft server would no longer launch. Like the actual server client, it would not launch. So I tried fixing that, but there just is not a whole lot of documentation for that sort of thing in Mac OS. And I don't know Mac OS. I know Windows, I know Linux. I don't know Mac OS. I'm sorry. And unfortunately, it was a model of MacBook that doesn't really Linux well anyways. So, yeah. So that was all a problem. And then while I was looking at all of that, I found, okay, cool, so the thing does have 16 gig RAM. I knew that. I didn't realize it only had a 1.5 or 1.7 gigahertz processor, which really is not, like, that was not going to hold up to even a little bit of lightly modded play. So I can play Rimworld, I can play Minecraft single player with my current setup, but not quite as well. Like, the performance will start to dip quite a bit, running the game world um, and like playing in it on the same system. Um, it's not ideal. Plus, there are certain things like chunk loaders are really useful for certain kinds of farms that don't don't really work. Like, even in principle in single player, like, you log out in single player and the world stops, and I don't want to leave the world running on my main computer overnight. Yeah. So sadly, the Minecraft playthrough, it had one episode and now it's dead, which is, it's unfortunate. I do still have the world saved, but I don't know if I'll be getting back to it by the time I actually do something with it, but yeah. Well, that's sort of the other thing. I do want to be mindful of screen burn, so I don't want to do too much with like just the same game all the time. I mean, even with Rimworld, there are certain UI elements that I can't really do anything about. But like, I can get a thing. I could get a thing to theme the buttons and get like some different colors, at least on the bottom bar. But yeah. So yeah. So Minecraft probably dead. CK3. I really, 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 really want to get back to CK3. I still do not have the All Under Heaven DLC, which is kind of like the bare minimum that I want to that I want to have before I get back to it. And unfortunately, because so much of All Under Heaven is also near the steppes of Asia, like like you kind of want to be able to deal with the steppes of Asia if you're, for example, playing China. I do also want to get. I think it is just called Cons of the Steppe, or is that the CK2 one? I can never remember. Anyways, I want to get the Chapter 4 pass for CK3 before I get back to CK3. So at the moment, it's looking like I'll be able to swing that come February. So once that happens, we'll be getting a lot of CK3 in. We'll be getting a lot of Rimworld in. We'll be kind of going back and forth between the two. I might do No Man's Sky expeditions, but honestly, that's after doing I did the Breach expedition myself last night, and even the expeditions in No Man's Sky are kind of a little bit thin on the ground in terms of like stuff to talk about that's going on. There's a good chunk of just standing around waiting for resources to refine. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about streaming that. Like, it's very, very, very relaxing. Like, just playing to chill sort of stuff, and I'd be happy to do some of that multiplayer, and maybe stream some No Man's Sky multiplayer. That, like, I'd be totally down for that. But single player, I don't know, not really feeling it. Euro Truck Simulator 2, I want to get back to doing a bit of that. I should comfortably be able to swing it on, swing it in 4K and have a decent frame rate there. Skyrim and Fallout 4 I would also like to do, but those are probably going to have to wait until after I have a new video card. Let's see, and Touhou Lost Branch of Legend, honestly one of my favorite Touhou fan games. Probably one of my favorite roguelikes, one of my favorite card games. It's fantastic. It has its 1.8 patch in beta, which does have mod support, but that mod support doesn't currently work on Linux. The moment they do get that working on Linux, I'm probably going to end up playing a fair bit of that as well. I don't know how much of it I'll be streaming, but If it just happens to be what I feel like playing on a given day, and it's stream schedule day, then I guess that's what I'll be streaming. So yeah. So that's kind of the short list of game plans. But the big thing is, like I said, video card. I've got a 2060 Super, an RTX 2060 Super. It can handle some things at 4K in HDR, and it's fine. But I do need something better if I'm going to do stuff like Skyrim, like Fallout 4, or even just the occasional new game that happens to move kind of quick in 4K. So that's kind of my next big tech priority, to just upgrade my video card, and then I'll be able to hopefully do more active stuff with that again. But yeah, so all of which is to say, for the most part, expect that for the near future, this will be a Rimworld and CK3 channel. Man, gotta love marshmallows and cocoa. Yeah. So, schedule-wise, like I said, we're looking at Sundays and Mondays. Still need to figure out what other days I'll be looking at, but it'll be at least one more day in the week. Let's see. Sachi, you do Tuesdays and Wednesdays with Kai, right? Oh, God, that's good cocoa. Usually Wednesdays. Okay. Then yeah, I might just do Monday through or Sunday through Tuesday then. But yeah. All right. Whew. Excellently dropped a marshmallow. All right. So, back to the game proper. Let's try and reorient ourselves a little bit. So Steiner and Jana, I know, were two of the people that started with our colony. Hey, part of what I enjoy about streaming is I like watching streams too, so it would suck to stream at the expense of being able to also to not then watch the people I like to stream, like support watching. Words. It would suck to stream at the expense of not being able to support people I like who also stream. So yeah. Yeah. So anywho, yeah. It is the big problem. Yeah. So yes, where were we? Right. Going through our people. So Sarah and Jana were two of our starting colonists. They kind of came to this world looking to just make it more comfortable than it is. The Rim is a hard place to be. Like, not just to live, but just to exist. It's difficult. And it should be comfy. It should be comfy. So, they kind of landed here with this grav ship. This grav ship that we have barely done anything with. Actually, I don't think we have done anything with this. They landed here with this and picked this place because it has all of these beautiful hot springs, and they're like, we can set up an onsen. We can set up a place where people can come and have a nice bath and relax and recuperate and de-stress and unwind from the horrors of the Rim. Cool stuff. The their third companion, Schmidt, he died at some point. He's in one of these graves. Um, yeah, there he is. Um, oh, the info doesn't say anything about him. So yeah, he died 5504. Um, so about about a year and a half ago in game. Um, but everyone here is still dedicated to the cause. Um, Steiner's basically our leader, although do I actually have her set as our leader? I think I might have her set as our moral guide. And Jana, I believe, yes, she is our host. We'll get to the ideologian in a moment. Um, so the Pascal is probably our next most senior colonist. He was an Empire loyalty enforcer that came to find some other guy that barely lasted. Howdy, Rekla. The other guy had a sad wander and wandered into a bug hive. It was either up here or down here somewhere. And he so he's no longer with us, but we do have Pascal, and Pascal is awesome. He he came with a bio-coded Zeus hammer, which has long since kind of like it got spent, but oh, we got so much good use out of it. Let's see. Kish is our mechanitor. I'd like to get another mechanitor, just because right now we've got a lot of eggs in this basket. In terms of his mechs, we've got five constructoids, 4 agrihans, and 2 gastromechs. That's all right. Thank you for stopping in. Hope it's only just the Twitch mobile app being butts like it normally is, and not anything more. Yeah. It's a little bit loud. Is the music loud for anyone else, or is it just me? Hopefully it's just me, but let's see. That's a little better. Yeah, so Kish is our mechanitor. He's kind of holding this colony together because we've got a lot of construction that's happened because of him. We've got a lot of farming that's happened because of him. We've got a lot of cooking that's happening round the clock thanks to him. So, or at least it should be happening around the clock. I don't know why it's not. Is it command range, maybe? Work autonomously according to mechanoid type. Automatically go to recharges and recharge when needed. The workstations aren't occupied. What are you doing? Wandering. Also wandering. 330, 170. Oh. Okay, so this... I guess this is paused until it, No, we don't have any Psychite tea. They, hmm. They should be cooking. Hmm. I don't know why they're not cooking. We'll see. They should get to it at some point, but um, yeah. Lesha, I forget what's up with him. Oh right, good construction, good shooting. Have we given him a specialty? I don't think we have. I think we're saving up his specialty for shooting expertise because like we've got the constructoids now, so all the construction specialties are a little less important. Tamara, I don't even remember her. Tamara Sanders. Um. Oh right, she's a kid that just kind of came a while back, and then I think spent most of her childhood in a coma with dementia. We tried giving her a joy wire because she was so useless at everything, and then that gave her brain damage. Um. Yes, and she still has dementia and a scratch scar. Um, oh, right, and we have her in the biosculptor pod to fix all of that. So that'll help. That'll help a lot. Ruby, he's been with us for a long while. He's got a garland tree as well. Um, great with plants, great with medical, great with cooking, great with construction. Like all the things we might want him to be good at. Um, yeah, and he has a building expertise. Let's see, Joaquin, child of the Hospitaliers. Who's his mother? Uh, Norma and Pascal are his parents. Okay. Um, Norma. Ah, Norma Cox. Um, so yeah, she's been a bit annoying, but she's kind of stepped up in recent times and picked up the research now that it's not Schmidt. It would be nice to have another researcher, uh, because right now we don't really have anyone working um, the ground penetrating scanner. Um, but we'll get to that. We'll get there at some point. Um, yeah. So that's pretty much our colony at the moment. Um, ideology wise, and sorry anyone watching this immediately after the last couple of streams. This is just again, if in case it wasn't clear from all the banter at the start of this. This is like 2 months since the last time I played, so this is as much for my sake as it is anyone else's. Um, God, I love marshmallows. Okay, so our ideology. We proselytize sometimes. But everyone loves to party. Um, we have to have a hospital. We are very tolerant of people's appearance. Um, we do require both men and women cover themselves, uh, but like that's just only when they're out and about. Because after all, what's comfier than a hoodie and sweatpants? It's way comfier than being naked. Um, we don't like execution of the innocent, but this is Rimworld, and our people aren't naive. We do find slavery abhorrent. We do find cannibalism abhorrent. We do find it horrible to blind people. We don't like corpses. We disapprove of child labor. So Joaquin, for example, he's on recreation full time. Charity is worthwhile, and this is one of the things that has been one of the defining things for this entire playthrough. We really like it when we help people. We really don't like it when we can't help people. So, admittedly, like, these mood modifiers, like, these moodlets are not a whole lot, but they have been something that's, like, kind of made all the difference in terms of just how we've had to do things, especially because of how thin the margin between everyone being happy and everyone being absolutely miserable in a spiral of death and destruction has been. Yeah, we're neutral on diversity of thought. We don't like eating insect meat or nutrient paste because we want good food. Not so much into the scarification. We've not cheesed things out with having excellent research. They want alcohol. They have a normal view of death. They don't care about fungus. I wish I could make it so that they desire fungus. Because mushrooms are delicious. And these people should be all about having nice, delicious things, but, you know, whatever. Indifferent to illness, dumb labor, neutral on insect jelly. They should be happy about it because, again, insect jelly is great, but we don't have an insect-based ideology, so we can't do that. I don't know why I have them on impartial to sweets. They should be keen on them. I think it's just because we haven't really made them yet. Yeah. Oh, we don't actually have a leader at the moment. We should probably fix that. Let's see. Or do we have him set as our leader? No role assigned. We might have had Schmidt set as our leader. Alright. I would like to keep Steiner as our moral guide because of that high social. Jana, only 6 social, but she is double passion on that. Alright, I think we're going to make Kish our host and Jana our leader. Yeah, we'll promote her to Hospitalier. Alright. And then before we unpause, alright, so we've got the huge edifice, which I believe is what we're building here. And we're only building it for honor. I think we're going to be okay with psychic suppression if something should happen. What I'm tempted to do is I'm tempted to just trigger the psychic suppression. Because I don't think anyone's injured. I don't think we have any males on partial consciousness. he needs a bioregen cycle, it looks like, as well. Oh, and he has the plague. Okay, yeah, so I'm thinking we're just going to, after we finish this and get our honor, I think we're just going to immediately um, remove some of the things and then see if we want to reuse the building or just dismantle it again. Because I don't think I'm going to be in the business of keeping this thing around. And then the other quest that we have is this Hun the Criminal. Fugitive named Hun. Alright, so this is to get a grav core. And he's somewhere in orbit. Now we can build a shuttle to deal with that instead of using our grav ship, but I really want to use our grav ship. So we'll see about that. Research-wise, we're working on medicine production, waste disposal, standard grav tech, advanced grav tech. Ah, right. Okay, I remember now. We were going to do advanced grav tech. Let's open up this menu. High mech tech. Where's advanced grav tech? I think it would be over here somewhere. Oh, it is. Huh. Alright, so for whatever reason this menu is fully borked in this UI. What has happened to my UI scale? Oh, I think I know. Alright, one moment. I think I might actually have to relaunch the game. Let's go ahead and save because we actually did, I think, click a button. Yeah. We'll just go ahead and overwrite that. Yeah, quit to OS. So yeah, so one of the issues I had with my with going live today was I had forgotten that the calibration of my drawing tablet is relative to all of my other displays. So I had to get it dialed in well enough to use it, and in so doing, I had to figure out what resolution all my displays were at, and two, I found out that for whatever reason I was not actually but I actually had not had my TV at its native resolution, which I fixed, but I guess I had I had Rimworld running at the time, so so that's a thing. And then Rimworld didn't actually update it didn't actually update what it was doing. So yeah. So how's everyone else been? It has been a hot minute. It's been a good 2 months of people being around. Busy time of year for everyone. Um, yeah. Anyone anyone do anything fun over anyone do anything fun over the holidays or um pet any good dogs? Anyone get anything really nice for Christmas or Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, solstice? Oh shit, that reminds me. I need to update my Discord avatar to not be Padoru the bee anymore. Okay, here we go. Load game, load. That's right. Anomaly is not installed. It probably never will be. All right. Now unpaused. Pause it one more time, real quick. All right. Starflight basics. Okay. All right. So yes, the GravTech isn't in there. Where is it? I wonder. Well, expanded, maybe. RT, no. The heck? Hmm. Alright. Orbital tech. So it's not that. Oh, here we are. Advanced Graph Tech. Okay. Shuttle, transport drone. Okay, so I don't have those queued up. Alright, yeah, so I guess it's advanced grav tech that we're researching. Let's see. Yeah, pilot assistant. Make gravlight panels. Advanced back barrier roof. Grav core power cell. Okay. Alright, and then signal jammer. So that would be the thing that we'll need to do at some point. We are going to want to do the end game quest, so to speak, for Odyssey, because after all, we're trying to make the Rimworld a comfier place to be, and you can't really have that happen if everyone's getting raided by mechanoids all the time. All right. I do think though we are going to look up shuttle. Oh, derp. Um. Hmm. Yeah, I think we'll just go for the transport drone instead of the mechanitor ship. I do want to have a shuttle as an option in addition to the grav ship. All right. Jana is being made our leader. And then I think we'll make Ruby our host. No, Kish our host. Hmm. All right. About the social structure of the community. Constructoid just doing a bit of maintenance. We do have a whole lot of mods in this mod pack. If you've got any questions about whether or not something might be vanilla or might be modded, admittedly, it can be hard to remember these days, since so many DLC things started out as mods. But this is a modded thing. Successful role change. Excellent. All right, and then Kish. Social assign role. You will be our host. Begin. Yeah, so this maintenance, this is a modded thing, from, continuation of, Fluffy Breakdowns. The idea with that is it is a it's sort of an alternative to the component cost of things breaking down. As long as things are maintained, they don't break down. But it takes time. So you need workers, you need just the amount of time it takes to do all of that maintenance for everything that might otherwise break down. So it's arguably a more expensive cost than just the components, but it is a bit more sustainable. Ooh, Lesha has a shoot frenzy. Nice. Good for him. Sorry, I keep trying to resize a chat window on my my drawing tablet. But I feel like we can go up to speed 2 here. Alright, successful rule change. And then for this edifice, we do have, yeah, we have plenty of time for this to finish. Alright, yeah, you have, I mean, it's just largely just the slate blocks that we need. Admittedly, we don't have a whole lot of. We are not likely to get too heavy into the Mechanitor stuff. For people that aren't aware, I've kind of got a bit of a soft rule that we're not going to do like horrible things if we can help it. When I say it's a soft rule, it is a pretty firm rule, I guess. But the only way that we can get high tier mech subcores, I think, is if we find some sanguiphages. Like if we happen to get a sanguiphage prisoner, they are people that we can. I feel like we can ethically put them through the rip scanner and get the high subcore from them. Otherwise, we do have a mod that makes it so that everyone can eventually be brought on side. So we don't have to worry about like whether or not a faction is like hard blocked to be hostile. Yeah. Whew. Oh, yep. And our gastromechs are cooking. Excellent. We've got our supply of alpaca coming in. We've got plenty of meat, plenty of vegetables. Whew. I wonder why these are over here now. Huh. I feel like these icons have shifted over to the right somehow. I don't know what's up with that. Oh well, not gonna worry about it. We are going to need to do something about getting rid of our toxic waste packs. I'm pretty sure I have a mod for like condensing them further, but oh yeah, waste disposal. Yeah. Oh nope, this will just make it easier to clean. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, and looks like we finally dealt with the pollution over here, so we can we'll just uninstall the pollution pump. And now we shouldn't have people just passively getting toxicity while at school. Because I remember that was an issue. Right. Olive playing the harp. And I'm glad I've got some textured mods, because like zooming in, oh, parrot flapping around. Zooming in, you could really, holy crap, I could really interrogate these textures, and they are somehow this is just actually looking like a decent use of a 65-inch 4K display. It feels really, really weird that Rimworld of all games. Oh, an event is popping. Oh. Teosisto's Psychic Droner. Let's see. Traveling near Slate Springs, followed by mechanoids, wants to draw them towards Slate Springs. If you do, mechanoids will activate a site nearby to harass us. There's a Psychic Droner, tuned to female gender, sleeping mechanoids, and there may be an unknown threat. Site will remain until we go destroy it. Could get a large vanometric power cell out of it. And a bit of gold, but... I don't think we'll count as failing to render aid. Because it's not like they're coming here. This is a they want us to draw off someone else. It'd be nice to get all that plasteel. Oh man. Yeah, because we currently don't have a whole heckload of that, and we do want more. How do I feel about us going after it? Like, this is a good amount of people, but mechanoids are something that we currently have a bit of difficulty with. Because, yeah, like this this beam Giselle, for example. Yeah, view info. Damage 30. It does have 90% AP, but I think its damage type is, like, basically heat. What does it say? Yeah, base value 30. Weapons. Yeah, beam Giselle. Yeah, beam type damage. But everything else is bullet. Huh. So maybe it's workable? I don't know. We do have a Zeus hammer. In pretty good condition. We could give that back to Pascal. And then give his infantry rifle to Steiner for the mission. Oh man, how does that make me feel? I don't know. I'm not really feeling it. I feel like we're finally at a point where we're like stabilizing on some jobs here. Let's see. Build copy. There. Kind of want everyone nice and comfy. There. Oh, right, that one's not currently set up for this. Okay. Alright, yeah, that's our drug lab at the moment. Okay. Travelers from the Dorna Treaty are passing by. There. Alright, we do have a lot of power stored, but we do need more before we can do more hot tubs. Right, we were going to do advanced geothermal. That or more nuclear. So I feel like this is not taking up a whole lot of, it's not taking up a whole lot of fuel, nor is it doing a whole lot in terms of danger. Those of y'all wondering how is this being cooled, we do have Dub's Bad Hygiene, which gives us these aircon units, which are connected through duct networks to these. So as long as we have sufficient capacity for our colony-wide cooling, we're fine. But we do have to lay down the infrastructure for all of that. It's not like those advanced pillars mods where it's like, oh yeah, it's a light source, it's a cooling source, it's all of this, and by the way, it'll hold your ceilings up, and it's like, no, we're not doing that. Generally speaking, I do like to play within the limitations of the game, but certain things like we've had this area filled in with floor tile, because any floor tile that will prevent or that will support a heavy structure will also block insectoid spawning. So we're protected from insectoids all the way up to about here, and we should probably do more in here with that as well. But generally speaking, like when I'm adding something, I tend to I wanted to think about what that does for us. Oh, we have a couple spots here that we still need to lay down. Okay, that's a thing. Masterwork. Masterwork wooden double bed. Okay, cool. That'll be good. And a masterwork cabinet. Oh yeah, wardrobe. And I guess we can also take care of these. Now, which way is the front? Alright. I'm just going to assume I have this facing the correct way. I might not. But if I don't, it won't be a problem. Because it's still connected to the bed. And that's the important thing. The foliator ship. Okay, that's going to be a problem. Alright, so that is up here. Oh, shit. Alright, you've got a beam repeater, needle gun. Scorcher's an issue. Alright. So they are awake. Y'all get in here. How long until she gets out of there? 1.9 days. Alright. Um... Y'all get over here. What are... Oh, they're going for the slag. Okay, how do I deal with that? I can't draft them. And they are going to aggro the mechanoids. And we're not in position. Although, how close are we to being in position? Alright, so yeah, so there's Kish. Yeah. We'll send all the mechanoids over there. Alright, we'll have our melee dryads on. Just get ready to attack. Alright, and then I guess we're going to have to back up to, like, probably to, like, here. Hopefully this will work. Hopefully this will be fine. Yeah, we're just going to lose a couple of carriers, and that'll be fine. Poor dryads. Okay. Alright, y'all do this. Alright. So Steiner should be able to start aggroing them. She does not have the best tool for this job. I'd like you to focus on this one. Okay. Alright. Everyone else does need to close distance a little. Over there. I'll likewise get over here. Work on this. Kind of want them to get into melee with... Actually, they are kind of getting into melee with the things I want them attacking. That's good. You can move up, as can you. As can y'all. Alright. Yep, Arcskin's starting to get a little dead. That's fine. Alright. She's got the combat shotgun. Oh. Kish is down. Bleeding out 18. That should be fine. Is that all of them? No fire. Alright. You. let's see. Let's actually undraft everyone. Ruby. Alright, Medicine Maker's working on you. You. Rest till healed. Rest till healed. Okay. And then Haskell, you and Olive. You come over here and kindly heck this. You know what, Steiner, since you're right here, you rescue Kish. Because these Medicine Maker Dryads are not being rapid enough. So yeah, we lost a lot of our Dryads, but that's fine. It's totally fine. Okay. Alright, y'all can go. Right. Yep. You're healing. Everyone's being hauled still. Did I see him using actual medicine on a Dryad? Okay, no. Herbal medicine. Alright, that's good. Alright, our medicine production research is done. Excellent. So now we've got a reason for Neutromine. I don't think we have a Hussar. I think for the most part everyone in here is a baseliner. I mean, obviously, except not for Kish. Alexia was doing fine with our Psych IT because he's a Toxer. Alright, yeah, so we don't have anyone that needs Go Juice or anything like that. Alright. I would like to get an urgent haul on this and this. Okay. And our mechanoids are no longer restricted to their area. Alright. Yes, I think... How are we on all that? Okay, I feel like we're pretty good on all that. How much does it cost to make a... Let's make an advanced geothermal. Oh, 300 steel, 6 advanced components. That feels fair. I think we're going to deconstruct this and put an advanced one in here first. So that's 3600 watt. And then the advanced version, you know, we've got plenty of redundancy, so this isn't going to disconnect anything. The advanced version is 5200, so Less steel, significantly more component cost. Travelers request resources. Oh no. What do you want? 70 herbal medicine. Yeah, I think we could spare that. Where are you? Alright, so you're over here. Jana's wounded. We'll have our moral guide do this anyways. You go ahead and just give them the medicine. Affected by blood loss and one other condition. Left leg shot off. Okay, Okay. Right, we were getting into bionics pretty relatively recently, so that's a thing. Yeah. Starvation, Jenna and Kish. We don't have it. Alright, we do have people on nursing. Yeah, feed patients. Right, we can't have him on that. Yeah, we could do this. Alright. Advanced geothermal generator. There we go. Collection of supplies. To show gratitude for your charity, the beggar shared a secret. 5 xenodiscombobulators. And all we have to do is deal with 20 men hunting wolverines and an unknown threat. You know, thank you for the tip, but I see now why you have not profited from it. Yeah, I don't think we're going to do that. I don't think we're going to do that at all. Alright. This range should deal with all these fires we've got going on. Feeling depressed. Because you're malnourished. Someone really ought to be feeding you. Like, literally anyone. Yeah, we'll never do nursing. Okay, she's there. Yeah. Okay, you're feeding lavish meal of Janet. Okay, cool. That's fine. Alright, Lesha. Yeah, we're still waiting for his shooting to improve enough. Alright, we've got waste disposal research coming up next. Just kind of doing our thing. Should be able to finish Huge Edifice in time. Do we have any bionic legs in production, I wonder? No. Is there anyone else that needs a bionic of any kind? Right thumb destroyed, not a deal breaker. Would be better if she had another lung. Yeah, it would be better if she had her all of her fingers. Yeah, she needs an eye. He needs a leg. The leg is kind of the big thing at the moment. It's looking like people can get by without a lung or an eye, but a leg makes it difficult for people to get anywhere. Although I think what I'll do, let's build a copy. Yeah, we'll get 2 more of these, I think. Although, no. We'll do 1 more. Seriously? Seriously? Less than a day left? Wow. Did the humans come with names pre-generated? Yes. You can name people, like at the very beginning, like when you're preparing your colony, you can name people. If I remember correctly, that might be a modded thing. Been so long since I've done a vanilla, like unmodded, start. If a kid is born in your colony, you can just leave it up to the game to name them, but you could also name them directly. And then you can also manually change their nickname. But like Alexei Navalny here, for example, I can go in and I can edit his nickname, but I can't edit either of his given names without going into dev mode. Yeah. There's also there's also some names that were added to the that people have paid to add to the game. I do have a mod running that will take some of the names that people have added to the game and then like randomizes their halves. So there's more names in this install than normal, because like there's certain names, like NG is one that comes up a lot. I forget what the default surname is, but if you're tired of that specific person showing up in your colony all the time, that name can then be paired up with different surnames. But yeah, howdy cheese. Yeah, 2026 pleasant so far. End of 2025, a bit weird for me. I won a massive OLED TV from a raffle on Reddit, and so now I'm playing in 4K, but it was also just kind of a massive massive life adjustment to let's like shuffle everything around and like make room for this thing. So like definitely not looking a gift horse in the mouth, but it was also like a little bit of a white elephant situation of oh, okay, this is a wonderful thing that I'm glad to have, unambiguously, but it's also a little bit of a burden for me to figure out how to have it. It was weird, really weird. I'm not used to getting that kind of good luck, but yeah. Yep. How about you? How are things going down under? I should probably remove this ruined tank. It's kind of unsightly in my pasture. Yeah, she's resting till healed. supreme expectations. Yeah. Unsightly environment. Yep. Yep. Well, doing the best is best we can hope for. Oh wow, yeah. Yeah, no, it is amazing how much of an adjustment it is going up to 4K. It's like some things are just fine, and then other things are like, why is this so tiny? Yep. Congrats on that. Honestly, if it were for the fact that I now need to get a better graphics card, a better like a better drawing tablet would be pretty high on my list of things to add to my current setup. Because like the 15.6, like the XP Pen 15.6 Pro is great. It is great, but it would like seeing now what 4K does and what having an OLED display does. Like having that as a drawing tablet would be so nice. Excellent. Oh, nice. Yeah, no, that's even better. Like again, like not that I'm unthankful or anything, but like it was literally just a Reddit raffle. But I bet it would feel even better to have a it probably would feel a little better to just have a like that kind of recognition for the cool things you've done. All right. Steiner needs a better throne room than this. What I'm tempted to do is I'm tempted to make this a throne room. Oh yeah, no, it's... I mean, it's definitely all good. Is this... Why is this roofed? Why is that roofed? Yeah, remove roof area. Actually, just ignore roof area there. That must just be from when we had another building in this area. Alright. All of that. Yeah. Yeah. In fact, actually, we could just also do that. There. So now they should actually roof this in. If I build in this, this will... Like, this won't fail the quest. Like, we have the honor for Steiner. Kind of want to turn this into a throne room, but... You know, I don't think I'm gonna. Kind of want to figure out something else for that. Build a copy of this. There and there. Do I have any sculptures made? Unfinished large wooden sculpture. Do I have anyone on art? Technically, yes. Okay. Well, she'll get to it when she's done with this in not a whole lot of time left at all. Because I don't believe I have her set on anything else. Oh, event is popping. Aristocrats under threat. Okay, so we're gonna have to deal with that. Alright, yeah, so art is basically all Tamara is going to be doing. Okay. Oh, Jesus. She wants to stay at 25 days with 5 allies. Her allies have been... She and her allies have been targeted for death. Need a safe place until they can purge their court. We must keep the Imperials above 30% mood. They will not do work. We can't even accept the quest because we don't have a bedroom that would satisfy them. Tech Prof Sub-Persona Core. I don't think we can do this, which is unfortunate. Like, do want to be charitable, but, like, we can't do anything about that. Alright, so now they're taking stuff down to these. Excellent. That is excellent. I just sworn that there was a sound effect that would play when they're playing the harpsichord. But apparently not. Playing the harpsichord, is she gaining any XP for that? She might have been. Let's see. We have 11 more advanced components. I think we can deconstruct this and build another advanced geothermal here. And one thing I kind of want to do is I kind of want to build another hospital, like, down here. And another hospital, like, up here somewhere. Man, it'd be nice if this thunderstorm would end. It's actually a little nauseating to look at, that, this tessellation. When I'm zoomed out like this, like... Alright, so fully zoomed out, it's kind of okay. God, it's so weird being able to, like, actually see my entire colony all at once. And then when I zoom in, it's like, this square's, like, literally a good 10 inches. Weirding me out. Whew. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna go too terribly long tonight. I think I want to get through Steiner's Praetor ceremony. However, I do kind of want to settle in properly to into a actual schedule. So I'm thinking it will be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Seems like a good, reasonable 3 days a week for proper streaming. I think I do want to remove these excess roof areas. Like, just remove all of that. Move all of that. Move all of this. And actually, no, remove all of this roof area, and then I think we are just going to just demolish all of this. Yeah, just deconstruct everything. Floor. Remove floor as well. Just remove it all. I think we're just going to eat the psychic drone here. So your moving is reduced by your consciousness. Should be able to move once these are healed. Ooh, exotic goods trader. Excellent. Very excellent. Alright. What do I want to put into a biosculptor next? Probably Jaina. No, Olive. Definitely Olive. Although, saying that, like, what we said for Lesha. Although, let's see. Right-eyed, torso, kidney, leg. Yeah, given Jaina has asthma, yeah, I think we stick Jaina in here. Let's see. Bioregen cycle. One random permanent injury restores small missing body parts like fingers and toes. So, it'll only be one random minor injury. So, at most, it's going to be fingers and toes. That's annoying. Alright, so I think then it is still going to be Jaina, because if that gets her 25 days, you know, I think we're just going to leave it as is and keep it for an emergency medic cycle. Alright, you. Trade with Tatty. I guess we're just going to have to go all in on getting bionic limbs, because bionic arms and legs don't have fingers and toes. Like, everyone knows that. Alright, let's see. We currently do not have any silver. So I guess, first off, what do we have that we can sell? Kind of okay selling the Archite capsule. Rather not sell any gold if we can help it. We'll take packaged survival meals. That could sell for a fair bit. And they'll take alpacas. So that's something. I want to keep the shield core and the hyperweave. Alright, well, ABC, always buy components. Side trainer for pain block is kind of awful. Ooh, Architect eye and leg. Oh man. I really want both. I really, really want both. How long has this settlement been running? So about 6 in-game years, which is, 360 in-game days, because, a month is, 15 in-game days, if I remember correctly. So this colony's been running a fair while. We're kind of over like the early days of difficulties, and we're getting to the point where we're starting to build stuff like hot tubs and whatnot. I kind of want to just build up some excess power before we put a hot tub in every bedroom, but we are going to put a hot tub in every bedroom, because our entire premise for this colony is we want it to be as comfortable a place as possible. Alright, so we still need a lot more here. I really don't want to give up any of our books. But man, so the urgent thing here is getting Kish that Architect leg. So I guess we could drop the Architect eye. Because, like, Olive is doing fine without it these days. Oh, man. It's rough, though. But I think this is what we can afford. Alright. Now, Kish. Health. It's your left leg that is shot off. Add Bill. Install Architect left leg. There we go. Discovered infested settlement. Ooh. You can loot the structure for valuable resources, but may contain a variety of threats. I'm gonna guess insectoids. Just a hunch. A lot of fire. Weird. I don't want you to, like, go to the hospital for this. Yeah, rest until healed, and then we'll have someone else prioritize taking care of that. Let's see. Yeah, Jana's still our best doctor. And she does have that surgery specialty still, even though she's decayed below medical 15. Yeah, you come on over here. Yeah, don't care about my dryads collapsing due to extreme exhaustion. Alright. Prioritize operating on Kish. Give him the leg. Oh man, for a moment I thought we had a crop blight, but no, it's just we've got a lot of corn to harvest. Alright. Come on. Success? Yeah, someone will feed him. Yep. And that's the psychic expression from us having started to dismantle this. That's fine. Like, we knew that was going to happen. It was worthwhile for the honor that we got Steiner. Right. Tamara finished her sculpture? No, she's not. Alright, okay. Oh, Steiner reached level 15 in intellectual for some reason. Alright. Guess they were talking about something we were researching. Alright. Then Kish. Oh. Art. What do we have on this? Rhythm. The engraving on this furniture is shaped like a larch tree. The scene takes place in the middle of a town. The abstract style of the central scene clashes with the sensual depiction of the background. Okay. That's a thing. Do you need some art to install in here? Can go past a good larch. Yeah. Just puts me in mind of Monty Python. How to identify a tree? The larch. It's one of those sketches that sort of, like, it starts out not very funny, becomes funny again, stops being funny partway through, and then gets funny again. It's such a weird thing with some jokes, like knowing how far to take the joke, and then also knowing that wait, why is this light not working? Power. But yeah, like just knowing, okay, the joke has stopped being funny, but I can make it funny again just by telling it more. And it's such a weird thing. Such a really weird thing, especially from like the Nero spicy perspective of just like okay, so this was bad, now it's good. No, it's bad again. Wait, nope, it's back to being good. There we go. Let's get some power going. Do we have aircon in here? I don't think we have aircon or radiators up in there. Okay. Yeah, so I had it set like that. Yeah, so there's the aircon, and then... Do I not have... No, I do have radiators. Okay. I guess I just didn't have them everywhere. Well, let's fix that. Jana has collapsed due to extreme exhaustion. Why? Oh, because we've got so many fires just constantly going. I guess she'll be fine. But... Tonight on the mind. And favorite Monty Python sketch? Favorite Monty Python sketch actually would probably have to be something that wasn't even from the show. Probably Crimson Mutual Assurance from Life of... Or sorry, from Meaning of Life. Oh, waste disposal research done. Excellent. Alright, bin. Alright, so we can put a large bin. A large bin there. There. Then we could do small bin here. Here. It really does. It really, really does. It's such a... Like, I don't want to say it's a masterwork or anything, but, like, I do think it is probably the most underrated of anything to do with Monty Python. Oh, good, we can fit this entire area here. There. Okay. Alright, so all of that should now help quite a bit with our filth accumulation. Yeah. Yeah, like Life of Brian... Life of Brian feels a lot like, I mean, as you say, like, they are trying to be a little bit subtle and oblique about what it is that they're trying to say, or even if they're trying to say anything. Like, if anything, the overarching message of the whole thing is be careful who you listen to, like, trying to find deep messages in what they're saying, because they might not mean anything by it at all, and... But yeah, it's, the Meaning of Life, though, is, like, actually kind of a heady thing. Then you've got the Knives Out movies, where like Rian Johnson does not remotely give a shit about being subtle. Alright. We're going to select that. Select similar. Are there any more Rafflesia on the map? If so, cut them. Yeah. It has been way too long since I've seen that movie, though. I really do gotta rewatch it at some point. Let's see, how much steel do we have? Okay, yeah, we've got plenty of steel. Barkskin Dryads are healing up. Alright. Got a ton of herbal meds. Now, where does the Psychite show up on this list? I wonder. Oh, I guess that would be down here. No, that's agave nectar. Oh. Alright, so there's the Psychite tea, but where's the Psychite leaves? Do we really not have any Psychite leaves? Psychoid leaves, here we go. Alright, we do have them, but they're not in storage. I see. I could strongly recommend Wake Up Dead Man. Like, it is such a good movie. Oh man, like, it is just incredible. I would actually say it's better. I'd say it's better by a wide margin than Glass Onion. I'm still having trouble deciding how I'd rate it against well, rated against the original, but like the fact that like that's the comparison, I feel like is also worth saying something. Just absolutely incredible movie. Like, it makes me so glad that they still want to make more of them, because I just want way more Benoit Blanc movies. All right, so there's all of that, and then yeah, plumbing. Yeah. Okay, yeah, this is going to be a bit of a stretch. Then yeah, I guess we'll just run it this way for more redundancy's sake. And that should be fine. There. Alright, oh yeah. Yeah, I think the biggest problem, if you could even call it that, with Glass Onion, I think. Where's Olive putting a corpse? Where did she put a corpse? Alright, she is putting a corpse there. Okay, Ruby, if you would please... Oh, I have to allow that. There we go. Alright, Ruby... Not assigned to hauling. Oh. Alright, fine. There. There. Prioritize that, please. Yeah, so Glass Onion, I feel like, had the problem that with Knives Out 1, and again, apologies for spoilers for anyone who has not seen Knives Out yet, but please watch the Knives Out movies. I feel like there's sort of a problem where Knives Out 1 had this fantastic reveal where the entire first half, 3/4 of the movie, Benoit Blanc is this bumbling foghorn leghorn of a guy, and then it comes off as a reveal that he's actually a highly competent, skilled, canny detective that is every bit deserving of the in-world fame and celebrity that we've been told he has. Like I feel like that is such a neat trick for the first Knives Out to have pulled, and that they can't do that again. Like, it doesn't work again. And I feel like Glass Onion kind of like Glass Onion kind of suffers a little bit from literally just not having a Benoit Blanc reveal the way the first one did. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Now, I will say, oh man, I'm at this point where I don't actually want to talk about Wake Up Dead Man, because I want people to see Wake Up Dead Man. But it is just such an incredibly good movie. I do strongly recommend it. I think it is the fact that it does not have to pull that trick, and it's still an excellent film, that I am having difficulty deciding where I place it relative to the original. I think that should say something. Yeah. Let's see. Copy settings. Paste settings. Link settings. Oh. There. Wait. Okay, good. Now, we've got a lot of raw corn. We don't have any psychoid leaf. Kind of okay letting our leftover raw corn rot, but we do need storage. We need psychoid leaves. Psychoid leaves there. Psychoid or psychite tea here. Let's link all of that, and then link all of those. Okay. Yeah. So then it's our overflow of herbal meds and corn. Kind of feeling like what we ought to do then. Storage. Okay, your preferred priority for kibble and hay. Sander, please prioritize. Oh, we're missing the light leather. Yeah, animal flap. We will have plenty of alpaca wool for that. There. And I want to build a copy of this here and here, and these are going to be priority low corn. Okay. Yeah. Well, I do also feel like we're probably going to see a bit of a resurgence in the classical, like the classic, the murder mystery detective, the film, if for no other reason than that. As of today, Miss Marple and Nancy Drew have entered the public domain in the U.S. And like, not to be America centric, but America does have particularly lengthy durations on public domain, so for a lot of purposes, it tends to get used as like the the point at which studios are willing to touch things in the public domain. Um, so I think I think we're likely to see some of these characters that have been part of the canon of the mystery genre. I think we're probably going to see people start to do things with them again. Now that anyone can do a Nancy Drew story or a Miss Marple story, for example. And I feel like unlike a lot of the stuff that people get attention for having entered the public domain. Oh, where are you and why are you there? Oh, this must be someone who yeah, psychic suppression has reduced his moving down because he's frail and has a bad back. So someone's gonna have to rescue him. Yeah, just rescue. Oh yeah, no, there's a classic bunch of books based on um, based on Nancy Drew stories, or more to points, that are the origin of the Nancy Drew stories. I think the Hardy Boys are slightly older, but yeah. So I feel like we're likely to see more people do like respectful modern versions of these characters, as opposed to a lot of like the Mickey Mouses and the Winnie the Poohs, where people are more likely, I think, to go, yeah, I'm going to make something with cheap shock value. Temporary workers. They need one colonist, 13 years older, for 8 days. They'll give goodwill. Are we already allied with them? We are not already allied with them. Okay. I think we'll just accept this for the goodwill. Yeah. Yeah, it's just I couldn't remember if the Hardy Boys entered public domain before, if it was uh, like last year or when exactly. I just saw this roundup that was like, oh yeah, Nancy Drew's now. But yeah, oh yeah, no, it is. Well, and honestly, I'm kind of in the school of thought that um, I'm kind of of the school of thought that even stuff like that Winnie the Pooh slasher movie um, is still um, like that still has merit, and I'm glad it exists, even though it is a thing that I at no point actually want to watch. The fact that someone can make that movie, I feel like is a good thing. But okay, yeah, thank you. Um, so like I also don't mean to be dismissive about stuff like the Winnie the Pooh slasher movie or things like that. Um, but I'm just saying, like I feel like a big difference between things like Winnie the Pooh and Mickey Mouse, where there's a lot of people that are actively looking to do things like partly just to tweak people's childhoods or partly just to tweak Disney. And again, like there's value there. Like that is also an artistic statement. Um, I feel like um, I feel like that is going to be less likely for something like Nancy Drew, where I think people are more likely to go, yeah, I want to tell a Nancy Drew story. But yeah, that's all I meant with that. Right. Tamara is objectively our most expendable colonist, so we're going to send her to do this. Yeah. Yeah, like I'm just excited to see what people do with stuff as it comes into public domain. Like it'd be nice to see people do stuff with, like I posted on Blue Sky. Another thing that entered public domain right now is Piet Mondrian's composition in red, blue, and yellow. Um, that's that is hit public domain, and is anyone likely to do anything with it other than stick it on like tote bags and whatnot? I don't know. Like, I honestly don't know what you really can do with Piet Mondrian's composition, red, blue, and yellow. But just the fact that it is like it's cool. Or Dashiell Hammett's uh, Maltese Falcon, public domain now. Howard Hughes's Hell's Angels movie, public domain. So it'll be interesting just to see what people do. Like maybe someone will want to do a World War One flying circus style airplane epic based on Hell's Angels, and like maybe they'll do it as a well, maybe they'll do it as a um yeah, as a total remake or something, or maybe they'll just re-release it. I don't know, but like even still, that's fine. But well, Mondrian's art in general, I feel like is something that it would be nice to see a like more education on what it is that he was actually doing with his art, as opposed to as I feel like a lot of the times his work gets posted in the context of wow, can you believe that this is in an art gallery? And it's like, well, okay, yeah, like, you're not really meant to look at it as just blocks of color on a canvas. Like it's sort of in the broader context of the city is a portrait of its people, and all of that. Like if you see, I forgot what it's called. It might actually just literally be called Broadway Lights, but like if you look at it in the context of that and you think of it as okay, here's this image that could be interpreted as a map for a city that doesn't exist, or as an abstraction of what the city looks like when you're at street level looking at its buildings. And it's like the fact that it's both things, like, and you look at that, and it becomes a lot easier to understand the rest of his work kind of in the context of that, as opposed to here's blocks of color on a canvas. But I feel like that would be my hope with with more of his work entering the public domain. But then again, I also I also just have this soft spot for the impulse towards utopianism. Like there have been some really bad ideas connected to certain people's notions of what a utopia is or should be. Don't get me wrong, but there's I feel like the impulse to ideate on what is an ideal world and how do we get to there from here. Like, I feel like that should be a thing that we encourage more in our culture. And I feel like that's something that we've kind of lost since, at the very least in the U.S. I feel like we've lost that since the '90s, but like pretty much ever since Star Trek Next Generation went off air and Star Trek became less about that and more about the Deep Space Nine-esque shades of gray. And don't get me wrong, it's not like Star Trek was ever perfect with its ideation of utopia either. Like I said, there's some bad ideas connected to all sorts of utopianism, but yeah, it'd be nice to see more utopian speculative fiction out there. All right, got plenty of excess power. We could use more cooling capacity. And we are exactly up to our heated water capacity. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well, and that's just the whole thing. Like, it would be really nice if we just had generally a more positive relationship with our aspirations towards the future, but now it just feels like we can't even agree on what a good future even would look like. But well, and especially with like in the space race era, I think there was also this expectation that science would solve problems. And that is such a huge divisive thing now. Like, so many people are just not just skeptical of science, but skeptical that science is good. But yeah. Yep. Let's see, hot water tank. Yes. We'll need a couple of these. Some hidden plumbing going this way. Alright, you have water treatment. We might need more. I'll just double this up just cuz. get a couple more electric boilers. Oh, we can water well here too. Okay. And I guess we'll, electric pump. Yeah. Yeah, like so many people, like just feeling like they can get a cheap win by going, oh, science can't prove it. It's like, science hasn't proved it, and also certain things, like, well, you can't prove a negative, but... No, but like so many people just look at that as like a way to like beat science. It's like, well, just because we don't have the answers yet doesn't mean we never will. But... Oh, hello. Trade with the bulk goods trader. They should take a lot of our corn off of our hands. Undignified throne room. Oh, this needs to be refueled. Trade with these people, please. Or they go away. I don't know how long they've been there. And Ruby, please. Oh, we need wood. Okay. Alright. Take the insect meat. Take... $10,000 corn. Alright. So what do you got? They have a chocolate bar. We'll grab that from the checkout. I guess we'll grab the gourmet bake, the lavish desserts. Take the neutromine, take the components, take the advanced component. Take the devil strand. Take the medicine. 5 sentience catalysts. Ooh. Yes, we'll take those. Take the gravlite panels. Alright, what else can you take? Take all of our light leather, pig skin, lizard skin, plain leather, camel hide. Give me your plasteel. Okay, all right. Do we have any clothes to offload? That, take this. And just all of that so far. Just take all of that. Keep the cloth pants. The kid parka. Some boots to sell. Go ahead and sell those and these standing lamps. I'm not going to bother to reinstall them. Okay. Alright. Alright. What else do we want here? I'd like to buy the gold. Do we care about it that much? I almost prefer the gin and the beer. Wait, this trains melee and social. Ooh, I do want like people learning more social. I'd buy that. Intro to ingredients, cooking. We don't really need much of that anymore. All right. I'm feeling like this is a good set. There. Except, all right. Manage haul urgently. I admit I do want to see lower decks at some point. I've heard nothing but good things about it, and I've seen a fair few clips of it. So I do, like at some point I do want to watch lower decks, but there's also just a lot of stuff I've been hearing about Star Trek in general out of like some of the later plot developments in Picard, and so much of what they've done with the Discovery continuity just really puts me off. Like everything having to do with the burn, like to me, just feels like it doesn't feel like it's Star Trek, you know? Alright, do I still have any elephants? No, I don't. And I don't think... Oh, we do still have elephants on the map. We'll try and get them tamed again. Alright. Right, we need wood. Manage... Orders... Chop wood. Let's get a bunch of that. And a bunch of this. And a bunch of that. That'll keep people busy for a bit. Okay. And I mean, it is entirely possible that maybe, like maybe watching it as it happens, like maybe it does hit different, but I don't know. It just yeah. I mean, well, I get that was kind of a big thing with Picard, that apparently one of the themes was it takes work and effort to keep a utopia, but yeah. Is this a breeding pair? Male, female. Yes, this is a breeding pair. Excellent. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's kind of like of like the Section 31 stories in Deep Space Nine and in Voyager and Enterprise, or or um, like a lot of people really like that that one Deep Space Nine episode where how's that Cisco monologue go? I lied, I cheated, I stealed, I murdered. All of that, like all to deceive the Romulan Empire to join the Federation alliance and then beat the Dominion. Like, to me, that episode is one of the worst in Star Trek. Like if you rule out all the ones that are just horribly racist, like I'm not even gonna itemize them, but like if you get rid of those just right off the bat, and just look at the floor of the ones that are just blatantly bad at getting the themes of the franchise, I feel like that episode is up there, like possibly the single worst episode in the series that is not. Sorry, Threshold is the worst episode of the series. Then there's that Deep Space Nine episode. But yeah. Yep. Really like to get this throne room situation sorted out. You know what? Let's build a copy of this. Cancel those. Actually, you do it like this. Cancel all of those. Okay. And then this room impressiveness also just really needs to come up. So what else can we do here? Decorations. We do plant pots. Furnishings. Alright, we can put up a Grand Stele in here. Maybe not that. So we do have some options there. I guess we could do a better floor in here. Cox is in a work frenzy. Yeah. My preferred headcanon on Section 31 is that there is a Section 31 in the Federation Charter that itemizes some nebulous powers or whatever, but that there's not actually an organization called Section 31. Just people like acting thinking that they are, but they're really not. Wow, Agent. I mean, you're not necessarily wrong. Ornate doors, I think, might help. Yeah, the doors do help with beauty. I don't know exactly how this is going to look when it's done, but I'm going to take a chance. Oh, okay. That'll be alright. We'll do that. Alright. Yeah, Jade is a pretty strong resource. I just don't have that much of it. Yep, looks like everyone's having a nice little party. Alright, well, we need power over here. I guess we'll do that, and... yeah, sure, we'll go through like this. There. Also, Happy New Year, yeah. Well, and yeah, I like the idea that there may have been individual cells of individual bad admirals, because like the Badmiral is that is just a trope of Star Trek. That there might be some individual person with a lot of power that that does some really stupid thing, but I think the reason why the Badmiral works is that they're always shown as being like an isolated person who's had power go to their head, whereas Section 31 kind of makes it seem like it is just like this rot at the center of the Federation that's just always been there, instead of a bunch of individual bad actors thinking that they're a part of it. So it can be a whole weird thing. Alright, got that mess all cleaned up, and just to make sure, zone, ignore roof area, we can now just remove all of that. Oh, and I accidentally made an Amogus there. Now it's gone. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. This is now happening. Virtual opportunity soon. Summer Fair. Research happening. Advanced grav tech, then shuttle, transport drone. I think we're going to add beer brewing. Guess we could do mushroom cultivation. What else? Do I have tree sowing? No, I don't. I would like to get Devil Strand as well. But all of those researches should go fast, because not only are they cheap, but we have a massive research multiplier. Oh, and we've got a raid. Yeah, that is one of the things I do like about a lot of the earlier Trek, that you can kind of build your own continuity with a lot of it. Yeah, equip your charge infantry rifle. All of y'all get to here. Alright, Kish is unlikely to be relevant for any of this. Alright. You get over here. Alright. Yeah. They're trying to attack our trees. Oh. Never mind, you're already geared up. Alright, cool. Join the others. Alright. Yeah, burning our grove is no bueno. You can get over here. Alright, they're already fleeing. Alright, Olive. Yeah, go ahead and capture. I don't care that you're unwaveringly loyal. Jana, you capture here. Reachable prisoner space. Oh, there. Alright, so Jana. Yeah. Capture. Who else isn't? It's over here. Lesha, you capture. Any other wigglers around? No. Okay. Everyone else. Kish, Steiner will undraft you. We'll undraft them. We'll undraft Pascal. They can fight the fires. Okay. Yeah, I do miss like anthological episodic TV quite a bit. Like I feel like a lot of stuff that's like Star Trek these days is just sort of automatically, like, they just assume it's going to be like you get an 8-episode prestige series and then it's like, okay, I guess we're just not getting any we're just never going to see any normal like normal slice of life episodes. It's all going to be like all continuity all the time. It's like, well, I mean, that's not bad exactly, but it's like, did rescue 3 people, right? Oh, yeah, there's Lesha with the other one. Okay. Oh, you're unfortunately gonna die. That's a little... Alright, I guess I need another grave. Although, no, they'll just get hauled to the other spot. Okay. Yep, that's fine. Alright. Get them hauled urgently. Alright. You are going to be okay. One of them was unwaveringly loyal. Alright. Yeah, so you are just going to get released once you're fine. And then you intellectual 5, melee 11, shooting 6. Like these are some good passions. These are some good passions. I do like that. But they're 48. Kind of feeling like we'd be better off just getting the goodwill from letting them go as well. I think we'll just let them go. Alright. Yeah, I do think though that a lot of the benefit of being anthological is if any one episode of a TV series is bad and it's an anthology, it's like, okay, I guess that episode didn't really happen. It's no big deal. Like there's essentially nothing bad that happens from just deciding on an individual basis Threshold never happened. Like Tom Paris and Catherine Janeway at no point became salamanders and had babies because they went warp 10. Like that's just not a thing that happened. Let's all move on. And you can kind of stake out this entire headcanon continuity where it's like, wow, yeah, all these characters just kind of really had to act out of character for this whole Tuvix story to work. So, how about that just didn't happen? And then you end up with this entire series that's just like, oh man, like Year of Hell? That's a great episode of Janeway doing everything in her power to help her people. Or, I forgot what the episode's, what the two-parter was called, but the one with the Hirogen using mind control to take over the ship and use the holodeck to recreate World War II. Like, that is a fantastic episode, and they completely succeeded at just telling this really cool story of the crew surviving and figuring things out and taking the ship back, and more importantly, working out some kind of lasting peace and truce with the Hirogen by exchanging this technology in spite of the danger that has come from sharing technology in the past. Like, it's such a good episode, and you could be like, yeah, I like that this episode happened. But forget about Tuvix and the Salamanders. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. I feel like I want to have someone else work on this. I think it's going to be Steiner. Because I want that to go faster and I want it to be excellent when it's done. I don't know if these ornate doors can masterwork or anything, but we'll see. Yeah, that's going to go a lot faster. How are we on room impressiveness over here? it is 79 now, so maybe we actually can accept her Praetor ceremony. Oh, no, it has to be 90. Yeah. 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 Well, and Voyager had so many issues with Berman and Braga. I mean, stuff like Jerry Ryan, well, almost passing out on set because her bodysuit was just too tight. But like, there's just a lot of that, a lot of them putting their fingers on the scales, storyline wise. Like Kate Mulgrew said, when she got the first season's worth of scripts, she had a hard time reconciling just how the character was behaving, and eventually decided, okay, she's some kind of sociopath, and just played the character like that for the remainder. Then there's stuff like the consultant the show had for anything having to do with Native American culture, turned out to have been just a massive fraud who was literally just making stuff up because it sounded mystical and Native American. And that wound up that wound up being such a thing that I forget the actor's name, but the guy who played Chakotay was like, he was just like, okay, I can kind of smell some bullshit here. I don't know how comfortable I am with that. Yeah, Robert Beltram. And so he was just like, okay, I'm going to just phone in this performance for this entire series. That's exactly what he did. Then there is other stuff though, like the actress who played Kess apparently was dealing with quite a bit of her own issues. And it was apparently very difficult to work with her. In like logistically, it was apparently difficult. So like a lot of the rumors about why she left the show, like oh yeah, just contracts, this that. Didn't feel like her character was getting to do enough. Like a lot of that was kind of allowed to exist, being rumors, kind of to take off of that. Yeah. So just altogether a rough. Like, it's amazing that really much of as much of the show wound up being good as it is, just given all of that. But like, I feel like that is sort of the strength of like just the anthology. Like, we remember the parts that really resonated with us, the parts that were good, and then you get these other things like, so you invaded these people's afterlife to abduct your crew member that accidentally came back to life for them, and it's like, well, okay, yeah, but I mean, they don't know that they're sending their dead to a moon. It's like, it's a weird frickin' episode on every possible level, but you don't have to remember that episode, because you can just remember things like Year of Hell. But then again, I do know there's a lot of people that don't like Year of Hell because they don't like the ending kind of feels like sort of it was all a dream, bait and switch. Similar to the one where they follow this version of a Voyager that's just falling apart, and it turns out that it was a simulacrum that had just sort of, not like it wasn't the real Voyager for the entire episode, and then the real Voyager finds this debris field and goes, "Wow, wonder what this was." Um, like I could see that like there are a lot of people that don't like those episodes, but I don't know, I kind of love them. But it's more things like well, like haha Harry Kim never gets promoted, that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, or or even haha, uh, no one really cared that our Harry Kim died, and the one that's actually around is parallel universe Harry Kim. But yeah, I have not seen that. No. Then again, I've also not actually. I've not seen any. I've actually not seen any of the animated series. Agent Null, thank you for the resub. Yeah, right now, pretty much everything Twitch is currently going towards getting that CK3 Chapter 4 DLC pack, so that hopefully soon, instead of just being Rimworld, we can be Rimworld and CK3 again. Because I really do want to do, I want to do so much with playing in Southeast Asia in CK3. Really hope, you know, I should really boot up CK3 to see if it, let's see if my system can even handle it. Um, oh, of course, this is now only 88. All right. Let's see. Is there anyone we can put on art? Alright, in theory we can add art to Norma's workload, but we need her researching, but yeah. My understanding is that the animated series is every bit as canon as any of the other TV series. Um, and I have heard it's pretty good. There is some weirdness like with well, like I know they did stuff like just I mean I've done some Memory Alpha wiki binges, so I know that they did stuff like you've got this giant Spock for some reason, um, which apparently wound up being referenced in Lower Decks. You get stuff like Larry Niven references, like Kazin being actually canon. Oh, Doodle Sill again. Oh, these are the Neanderthal. Do I even need to draft up for this? Probably, just so I have people nearby to help. Alright, and then y'all get over here. Alright. Okay, so they are killing some of my defensive plants, but that's okay. speeding up my medicine makers. Kill this, please. God, Neanderthal raids do get scary. Neanderthal raids get so scary. Alright. Are there any of them still alive? Oh. There's this whole other group up here. Oh, crap. Okay. It killed an Agrahand? Oh, those jerks. Alright. And they're smashing my sewage. Holy shit! Holy shit, no! Thank you for gifting 5 subs! And that is a high quality sub bomb too. Yeah, everyone enjoy your really comfy bees in blankets. We're out of season for Padaru, but you've got that as well. I mean, I say we're out of season for Padaru, but I mean, it's technically still my avatar in Discord. Alright, I guess we're going to be okay with this, like, letting this person go, but... yeah, alright. Oh, he's actually not fleeing. Okay. This person's going to rapidly, not be okay being in that room. But I also don't want this entire room to burn down. Alright. Put all these fires out. Alright. They're on their way. Alright. Do I have a resurrect? Yes, I do have resurrect light mechanoid do forever. Okay, so Kiss should get on that. All 3 can get over there. But yeah. The big problem with the Neanderthals is that they just don't stop until they're dead. Like, not that I actually want to recruit any, but it would be nice to, like, capture some so I could treat them and release them and get the opinion that way. But they do some things, like they bring Jade with them, cigars. That's nice. We're getting medical from treating the dryads, which that's a thing I've never really considered before. I do still love being a head pat. It's such a good emote. I mean, it's not one of the ones I drew myself, but it's still so good. Alright. tending to dryads. I'd rather you got your mechanoids together. Is this a kiwi? This is a kiwi. Nice. Kiwi are great birds. I love that the noise they make is just like it's the peak of I don't know what I expected them to make, but it's definitely not that sort of noise. It's fantastic. All right, did we get those elephants, or have they wandered off? Alright, they are still set to tame, but we have not actually gotten around to them. That's fair, I guess. Excellent. The guy we healed up has left. Looks like we do need a couple more of these. We were going to put a water treatment thing in here, weren't we? Alright, good. Those have been rebuilt. Yeah, I feel like we probably should do more water treatment. Oh! You're in a hype chest! Oh, that is awesome. Hype. I think that might literally be the first hype train on this channel. Alright, our rec room should end up quite a bit nicer. I guess we could reinstall the harpsichord in here as well. Got complex furniture, got artisan furniture. We don't have royal apparel yet. We'll probably need that. Yeah, we've got harpsichord and piano. Right, and drapes are under complex furniture, so we have them. Where are they? Oh, I see. They're under hangings. You do a couple alpaca wool drapes. There. $60 kiwis would be pretty heckin' dangerous. But, I mean, honestly, we fear the Manhunter packs in this channel. Ever since I lost so we had a colony of Apini. This is before biotech, so it was using humanoid alien races to have bee folk. We had a colony that got pretty far, like further than this. Everyone had cataphract armor and charged rifles, and we still lost the colony to a Manhunter pack of 56 chinchillas. 56 chinchillas. Just I feel like part of the problem with Manhunter packs, I mean, I say problem, part of the challenge with Manhunter packs is they're a hard check for whether or not you have plenty of AoE effects so that you can just, like, blow them up. Because if you only have single target damage, they will overwhelm your defenses, get into melee, and then all your guns don't matter. But if you're like me and don't trust your colonists to use, like, rocket launchers or what have you, or Molotovs or grenades, then Manhunters become really, really dangerous. Exactly. Well, and the larger ones will animals will tend to, like, not stack up quite so much. Um, it's like if you get a Manhunter pack of elephants, for example. Like, don't get me wrong, a Manhunter pack of elephants is still bad. Um, but it's not going to be but it's not going to be quite as ruinous as equivalent raid points of wolves, for example, or lynxes. All right. Why we had bills for do X times medicine? We're just going to remove those. However, I do want, yeah, make 4, do until you have X. Pause when satisfied. Do until you have 50. Unpause at 30. That sounds good. Oh yeah. I do have a mod that disables manhunters for anything that can nuzzle, because I really don't do well with the sound of dogs in pain. Like, that just really does, like, I just don't vibe with it. So, so I just use a mod to disable that. But, like, we can still get manhunters for things like foxes and whatnot that aren't normally pets and don't have the nuzzle behavior. But yeah. Yeah, the non-violent animals getting more numbers because they're not normally violent. Like, that's rough. I mean, we've seen that happen with the tortoises, which thankfully the tortoises are small and slow, but yeah. Oh, work wooden chess table. Okay. Alright, she now has a throne room impressive enough to get her new Psylink level, and, yeah, excellent. They are tanky, but thankfully we're actually pretty well set up for them. Yeah, start bestowing ceremony. For Steiner, begin. Yeah, the beam damage type on her beam Giselle is actually really good for tortoises too. Because it has huge armor pen, with the only drawback being that, like the only drawback to having all of that armor penetration is that it does the beam damage type, which counts as heat, which mechanoids are strong against. I like getting the leather and meat from all that. Ooh, grandiose. What did that do? Oh, 2 more Steiner. 2 more honor. Excellent. 2 more Steiner. Alright. So Steiner... give throne speeches. You can call for aid. Oh, choose permit. We can get another permit. Ooh. Okay. Kind of want to be able to get a Janissary squad. I feel like that's going to be useful. Yeah. All aid. Alright, we have 25 days left until we can steel drop again. But now we've got troopers and janissaries that we can call in if need be. What are you? Let's flag that for hunting. And, while we're at it... kind of just want this thing taken care of. All right. Do animals attack? Animals attack. Drafted hunt. Rare thrombos. Where are the thrombos? Alright, so first off, you, and you tame. Kish. What do you mean you're not assigned to training? Oh, right, we took him off of it because he was spending all of his time training things. Okay, fine. Yeah, we can put her on that, and there. I don't think Ruby will ever slaughter because he's incapable of violent, but, now, prioritize taming the Thrumbo. Alright, so, yeah, you're female, you're male, you're female. Okay. So ideally we'll get these two or these two. Come on, come on, come on. Calmed and encouraged the Thrumbo. Oh, and, oh. Yeah, someone finish that off, please. Where are you going? Alright. Yeah, not to put too fine a point on this, but please prioritize taming the Thrumbo. I don't care that the Thrumbo will eat us out of house and home. Like, we are going to do this. Tame failed. Prioritize taming this one. It'd be nice if we could just... If we could get a breeding pair of the Thrumbo, like, that would be so cool. Level 18 in animals, come on. Tame failed. Animal interacted with too recently. And it looks like the other one has already left. That's unfortunate. Thing with them though is I have these the sentience catalysts, so they'll be so much easier to keep trained for. Like part of the reason I've never really bothered with Thrumbos before is there just so much effort to keep tame, but we have 5 sentience catalysts just sitting around. Which I wonder if that makes it easier to train them in the first place. Sentience Catalyst. Yes, they're in here. Use Sentience Catalyst. Increasing their trainability, reducing their wildness. Alright. Order someone to use the Sentience Catalyst. Okay, fine. Yeah, drop them. Use Sentience Catalyst on the Thrumbo. Alright. And then use Sentience Catalyst on the Thrumbo. Alright, so now... So now your trainability is advanced. Your wildness is only 73%. And the minimum handling skill is now 7. Yeah, I can see wargs being good for Sanguiphage. Are there bats in Vanilla Rimworld? I don't feel like I've ever seen a bat in Vanilla Rimworld. Alright, so now Kish can get his rest and recreation. And hopefully these Thrumbos don't just wander off the map. And then hopefully they also don't, quote-unquote, wander off the map like those alpaca that one time. That would be bad. Alright. How soon until you can... Yes. Train the Thrumbo. Do this. You can do this. prioritize taming that one. Alright, and then training-wise, Thrumbo. Guard, attack, rescue, haul, Thrumbo, roar. Yes. All of those things. Oh, animal sleeping, that's fine. I can see crows being a good sanguiphage minion, but I feel like there would be a different faction for that. Like if there's like a wizard or something. But I guess Psycasters are that. Colonist returned. Hey. Welcome back, Tamara. Yeah, we really need you to work on your art. Like, if you could do that, you would rapidly become not crap. Alright. As soon as this Thrumbo wakes up, it's gonna be time to start taming it. Mechanoid repair needed. Where? Alright, we'll have Kish deal with that after the Thrumbo. Oh, another masterwork wooden wardrobe. It's really driving our colony value up. But people are also going to like it. Our masterwork wooden wardrobe, yay. I wonder if Quality Builder would let me be like, you know what, just give me a good wardrobe. Speed 3 for a bit, get through this rain. Royal Tribute Collector. Yeah, unfortunately we're not going to be able to give you anything. Wakey, wakey. Eggs and Thrumbakey. Come on. They don't like that the Dryads have been dying, but oh well. You want Praetor-specific apparel. Oh, you need prestige armor. Bloody hell. Alright, Something in the cold. Huh. Why? Okay, without table, soaking wet. Alright, so first off, Kish. Before this wanders away, prioritize taming that. Oh, we don't have enough heaters. Funny that. Give me more of those. They can go there too. Something's happening. Royal in the crosshairs. Okay, yeah, we can't do this. Even if it would be nice to have Cassia visit. Just can't do it. Okay. Have we successfully tamed... We have Thrumbo 2. Excellent. Yeah, we'll have them unrestricted. They don't currently have a master. I don't want to sterilize them. I'm not going to set them to slaughter. But we do now have a breeding pair of Thrumbo. Alright, repair that Agrahand, please. Okay. Alright, so now we have quite a bit more capacity for hot water. Alright, so now we should have more stable indoor temperatures. Yeah. Well, saying that, be a bit better in here. Wow, okay. Guess we do that. Oh, we can go there. Okay, cool. So this should hopefully be enough heat. Right, our transport shuttle research is done. So we can build that. We do have the shuttle engine. We do have our grav ship as well, but all right. Let's make a do one prestige cataphract armor and prestige. I think she already has a prestige cataphract helmet. Yes, she does. Okay. Alright. So we've got our Thrumbos, we've got our mechanoids still repairing again. We've got the cataphract armor going. Where are y'all? Oh, right. Royal Tribute Collector. Yeah. We've got our heat situation sorted out. Everyone's just kind of hanging out over here for some reason. Oh, is this a wedding ceremony? Oh, it is! Just accidentally a wedding. Okay, cool. Alright, good for them. Supreme expectations. Alright. Yeah, her mood is excellent. Like, Tamara's, like, basically the only one who's... Oh. Alright, you. Why are you two starting a fight? Alright, right, you convert her, please. They're no longer social fighting. Right thumb destroyed 4.6 years ago. Okay. Then Jana. Alright. Nothing new there either. Good. We got out of that perfectly fine. Alright. Yeah, I know shuttle is good, but I just really want to do stuff with this grav ship at some point. I feel like we kind of gotta, you know. Well, we have no cloth. All right. So the last thing I think we're gonna do then is I am going to zone, shrink zone. And then growing zone. Plant. Cotton. There we go. All right. So yeah, I think we're gonna wrap up here. Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you all for the hype. Because yeah, I do want to do more of this. I'm gonna be putting up a schedule soon. Like I said, we're probably looking at Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And but the times will be quite a bit earlier than today. Probably earlier start on Sundays than on Mondays and Tuesdays. But yeah. Thank you all for being here and hanging out and coming back and I know like not to get too real or anything, but like for a lot of people it can be really difficult streaming to to go live again after a lengthy absence, especially like I know I'm not the most dependable person, so like even me going, oh yeah, I've got a schedule that I'm gonna put up, like there's a certain amount of like even I'm a little incredulous of how much I'll stick to it, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna make a good faith effort on that, and but it's just always such a relief for me going live again and seeing all of y'all back in here and hanging out, and I want to do right by y'all, and no, but it's also just good to know that I can step away if I need to. Like if the mental's not there, then yeah. But just from an anxiety point of view, like I feel like it's gotten easier in recent times to be like, oh, there's no worry about whether or not people will be back. They'll be back because they're good people. So yeah. Anyone who's not already following on social media, you know, I think at some point my chatbot may have died. Let me bring that up, but let me see. Oh nope, it's fine. Anyone who's not already following me on Blue Sky, I guess that wouldn't work. One moment. Yeah, anyone who's not already following me on Blue Sky, there's that. If you're not already on the Discord, there's the link to that as well. If you're interested in t-shirts, bugs, totes, any of that, please do check out my fourth wall. Um, as I've been saying, I do have a mug on there that is like it has the me that you see on screen right now, but there's also stuff that I hope is just desirable in and of itself, not just as like streamer merch. I mean, hell, even the mug is like it's just a cute bee. It can be just a cute bee if that's what you want it to be. Um, so that's kind of the vibe I want to hit with that. It's not streamerware. It's just stuff people might want. So check it out. Um, yeah. Um, today is oh, it's Friday now. Well, it's 2 hours into Friday, or I guess technically now today is Friday in California. Um, so next stream will be Sunday, Sunday evening, Chicago time. Um, like I said, I will be putting up a schedule somewhere, um, and if nothing else, it'll be on Twitch. And I don't know if YouTube supports like regular, um, well, like just showing a schedule of upcoming things, but I do know I can like schedule streams in advance. I don't know how much I want to do that exactly, but yeah, we'll be doing more Rimworld at the very least. Don't know what else we'll be doing in the very short term. Probably a little bit of Euro Truck Sim and whatnot, um, but yeah, um, have fun. See you around. Uh, bye. And here again is when I suddenly remember that I left my mic on this scene so that I can do an outro sort of thing. So, um, yeah. Bye, all.